If you live in the UK, currently we have a state pension that you can claim once you get to a certain age and retire. But most people think this is available to everyone and we all get the same amount. But that isn't the case. So today we're going to go over how it works, when you can claim it, how much is full entitlement currently worth, and how do you ensure you get that full entitlement. Let's get into it. Now, if you're anything like me, I used to think that being old and retirement was something that was absolutely light years away. I didn't even need to think about it. But if the last 10 years is anything to go by, then that is going to soon come round. And this is why it's so important to understand your state pension so you can maximise the amount you'll get when you retire. So the age at which you can take your state pension is unfortunately set by the government, and they can and do change this all the time. People are living a lot longer than they used to, and as a result they're spending a large proportion of their time in the retirement phase of life. This is a big problem for the government because it means they're having to pay out state pension for a longer period of time than they ever planned to. As a result, they're raising the state pension age, and this goes up steadily over time, but as of 2020 it went from 65 to 66. Currently, the plan is to raise the pension age to 68. So if you were born between the 6th of April 1970 and the 5th of April 1978, then your state pension age will be between 67 and 1 month and 68, depending on your birthday. If you were born after the 6th of April 1978, then your state pension age is currently 68. So I'm 34, so currently my state pension retirement age is 68. Wicked. However, I'm pretty sure it's going to be around 70 by the time I actually get there. Winning at life. So now we know what age we have to be at currently. I mean, this could change. How much are we likely to get when we actually retire? The state pension full entitlement for the tax year 2022 to 2023 is £185.15 per week, or £9,627.80 per year. Now this figure increases each year due to the triple lock. What is the triple lock, I hear you ask? Well, the triple lock is a protection measure put in place by the government to ensure that the amount of pension paid increases over time. Now this is only currently, I mean it could be taken away, but we have to take it for what it is at the moment. So currently this is an increase of a minimum of 2.5% yearly, or whatever is higher out of the average earnings increase or the CPI or Consumer Price Index increase. Now there is also a minimum pension amount, and that is currently around £50 a week or £2,600 a year. So why is there a minimum and maximum? Well, in order to explain that, we have to understand how it's actually worked out. So it's worked out on something called qualifying years, and this is based on your national insurance record. To get the full state pension, you need at least 35 qualifying years, and to get the minimum state pension, you need at least 10 qualifying years. Anything in between will change the amount you receive retrospectively. So what are qualifying years? Basically, qualifying years are tax years in which you've contributed a certain amount of national insurance. So if you're employed and you've earned a minimum of £6,240, or you're self-employed and earn a minimum of £6,475 per tax year, and you've paid national insurance contributions, that year then qualifies as 1 year towards your state pension. Obviously you need 35 of these to get the full amount. Now as long as you meet this minimum requirement, it doesn't matter how you get there. You could have a full-time job or a part-time job. You will still get 1 year's contributing to your qualifying years. You can also have a break in between, so you don't have to work 35 years consecutively in order to get the full entitlement. You can have years out as long as you have 35 years total by the time you come to retire. Now, if you want to check any of the details on your national insurance record, you can go to the gov.uk website and use the search bar. You can find out your current state pension age, you could find out how many qualifying years you currently have, and it'll also give you an estimate of what your pension will be worth when you come to retire. Now there is a way you can get qualifying years without actually contributing national insurance, and these are called national insurance credits. And these are 1 year towards your qualifying years, and they can be awarded for certain things like being in full-time education, being a carer for someone who's ill or sick, or if you're raising a family. Now these are usually given in line with benefits. They will automatically go on your record, but it's always worth checking because sometimes they do not under certain circumstances, and you have to apply for them. Again, you can do this on the gov.uk website, use the search bar and just follow the instructions. Now, a word of caution, these rules change all the time. They're constantly under review. Governments change, they change their mind. They don't uphold policies set by previous governments. And it's likely that the pension will at least change in the future. Some people say it might not be there at all. But again, we can only take it as it comes. As a result, it's best not to rely on this in your retirement. What I'm going to do is treat it like a bonus. If something is there, or if it's still currently as it is, then that's a bonus to me. But I'm not going to allow that to be my only plan. I mean, some people have said it's going to be means tested. So currently the government makes everybody put into a workplace pension if you're with an employer, and they contribute as well. Now, a lot of people think they're doing this because they know that they're going to do something with the pensions further down the line, and this would make sense. So it's always worth doing your own planning. But don't worry, I'm going to have a video coming up telling you how you can plan for retirement, what's best to do, and we'll go into it in much more detail. So make sure you subscribe and ding the notification bell so you get a notification when that video drops. Thanks for watching.